Hello YouTube! Today in the Naughty Librarian we are doing the book Courtship book tag. This tag was created by Hi, I Love Books, and I will post a link to the original video down below so you can check it out. Overall, this is like an oldie but a goodie, so I'm excited to finally just get into it and do it. So let's just do this thing. Phase 1, Initial Attraction, a book you bought just for the cover. I'm gonna say Scythe by Neil Shusterman because look at it, it's gorgeous. It kind of has this like constructivism flair to it, so very like early 1900s. I love it, it's gorgeous. It's just, look at it, it's beautiful. I don't have words, it's just so pretty. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed to be good if someone had like enough artistic integrity to make the cover. I'm pretty sure what's between the pages is equally as good. Phase 2, First Impressions, a book you got because of the summary. I loved the blurb for A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. It immediately drew me in, and it's just like a paragraph, and I already know the rest of the pages of this book are going to be equally as amazing if that one paragraph is that captivating. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Phase 3, Sweet Talk, a book with great writing. I'm going to say Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. It has been several years since I read this, but I remember being just completely blown away by how different it was than like any of the other books I was reading at that time, and it's just so fascinating how much like 80s pop culture and like taking that and like making it into like futuristic virtual reality. I don't know, the whole thing is great. Obviously it's great, they're making a movie out of it, but highly recommend. Excellent, excellent writing. Phase 4, First Date, the first book of a series that made you want to pursue the rest of the series. This question doesn't really make sense because you could say that like every first book of a series because most people want to finish the series they start. But I am gonna go with I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore because this is a 7-book series. It's not just a trilogy. So it takes endurance to want to go that far with a series, and I totally did. I love this series intensely. And I think a lot of it's because the first book like caught my attention so much. I really love it a lot. I love John Smith. He's like my little hero who's growing up to save the world. I love him. He's so like adorably awkward, and it's just great. And I know they made kind of a crappy movie, but like just forget about that and read the book because the book is just, it just like leaps and bounds better than that movie. Phase 5, Late Night Phone Calls, a book that kept you up all night long. So me and my friend Stephanie were obsessed with Twilight back in the day, and we went to the midnight release of Breaking Dawn. And then I remember driving home and she was like reading the first chapter out loud so we can like start it. And then when I got home, I just started reading it because I couldn't wait. And then I remember it being 4 in the morning and I was texting her and I was like, does this get better? Because it's not very good so far. She's like, yeah, I know. I don't know what to think either. Like, we're both still up at 4 in the morning reading this book, so yeah. And then I remember, oh, the sun's coming up, I should nap. So I did that and then finished the book all in one day because I'm a crazy person. At least it's a funny story now. Woo! Whew. I probably edited this out, but I just like choked on my wine. Whew. The things I do for BookTube. Phase 6, Always on My Mind, a book you could not stop thinking about. Obviously Red Rising by Pierce Brown because I think about it probably once a day every day. It's an amazing series and it's so unlike so many other books I've read. It's basically Game of Thrones in space, which is an amazing sentence to say in and of itself. And the book series is equally as amazing. And there's always like so many new things to find, and I just think about it from time to time for no reason, and I just think about different characters. So yeah, I think about it at least once a day every day. Phase 7, Getting Physical, a book in which you love the way it feels. Have you guys felt up Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo? Because it has a lovely texture. It kind of has like a woven pattern. Like it feels like real fancy paper, and I appreciate it quite a bit. It's just like, it feels like linen, or like linen jeans. Like I love it. It's like, it has a nice tactile feel. Phase 8, Meeting the Parents, a book that you would recommend to your friends and family. I want so many people to read The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey just so I can geek out about it with people. I've been trying to get people to read it like casually. I'm like, hey, I heard about this cool zombie book. You should like check it out. And then they don't, and it makes me sad a little. So hey, if anyone's read The Girl with All the Gifts, please comment down below. Let's geek out together. It'll be awesome. Phase 9, Thinking About the Future. Name a book or series that you know you're gonna reread several times in the future. I'm gonna go with the Illuminate Files series, just because it is so fascinating and it's one of the most unique books I've ever read because it's told in a dossier style, and the whole story in and of itself is just friggin' amazing. Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff are two of my favorite authors, and they've combined their powers into this series of awesome. Insider tip, I highly recommend reading along with the audiobook because the book itself is very visual because it's a dossier, and then the audiobooks, they actually have like a full cast of characters and like sound effects and explosions and stuff, so it makes it like watching a movie but like with two different parts. I don't know, it's awesome. I highly recommend doing both simultaneously because I feel like it gives you like a more well-rounded experience with the series. Phase 10, Share the Love. Who would you like to tag? Full disclosure, I did not research whether the people I'm about to tag have already done this tag or not. So if you have already done it, please pass along the tag to someone else. I tag Kelsey at Hardback Haven. I tag Hannah from Tiny Book Dragon. I tag Jay from The Awkward Bookworm. And I tag Alexis from The Sloth Reader. You are all tagged. You must do this tag. It is fun actually to do. If you've already done it, please pass it along. I've already said that though. Okay, that's all for this tag. Comment down below if you've read any of these books, which ones are your favorites and least favorites. Do you have any different answers for the questions? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you'd like to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon.